Lions TV, this is a little bit of everything, VT. We've got the Notts Forest game to cover, obviously, from Wednesday night. We've got Aston Villa at home tomorrow. So, in theory, I should have done a post-match analysis for Forest yesterday, and I should have also done a pre-match for Aston Villa yesterday. I haven't had time to do it. As you can see, I'm at work. I'm in the tour van, and also I want to clear up some other bits and pieces, just a little bit of a channel update. So, yeah, let's start out with Wednesday's very hard, very well-deserved point at Nottingham Forest. So as you've probably realised, I never made it to the City Ground on Wednesday. I will get onto that shortly. I basically caught the second half of the game. From what I hear, we was on top in the first half and the goal gets the run of play. Then I sit down with a pint and the floodlights go off. The floodlights come back on and Forest go 2-0 up, and I'm starting to think this is not going to be our day, our week, our month, or even our year. Then, in a heartbeat, everything changes. The gaffer goes free up front. You've got Morrow, Bradshaw and Gregors on all at once, and you've just got balls going into the box. We are absolutely peppering the Forest team, and they're pandemonium. They don't know what's going on. They just couldn't deal with it. And it reminded me of Newcastle in the 90s. Could not defend for toffee, but going forward just caused havoc and scored more goals than they let in. And I think that could probably be the answer to our season, because it was some of the most unattractive football I've ever seen, but it doesn't matter, it works. All you want to do is get results and win football matches, and we were just launching balls up and causing carnage in the penalty area, and Forest just couldn't deal with it, you know, and they're no mugs. So we get one back. Shane Ferguson, by the way, come in one of 4 changes. I've not really been the biggest fan of Fergie. He was exactly what we needed, it was exactly what we missed, and he has to start Saturday, in my opinion. Okay, his crosses may not always go exactly where they should go, but with Fergie sticking him in from out wide and Big Tom Elliott on the end of them in the first half, obviously until the substitutions were made, it gives us a different dimension that we have not had for a long, long time. We've played that long diagonal, Cooper and Morrison, Gregory looking for the knockdowns, and if Morrow's not on his game, then that doesn't happen. And that's not Morrow's fault. That's the manager's fault for having one tactic and one plan. But all of a sudden, we pulled 2 players that have not been getting a look, in Shane Ferguson and Elliott, and they seem to have made a real difference. So for me, Fergie, well played, mate, man of the match. And yeah, we get one back. He slings one in. Pantilimon, don't know where he's going. He comes out, a big giant. And Sean the One Williams gets his 4th goal of the season. I think he's our top goal scorer. Then after that, you could have put your house on us equalising. You knew it was going to happen. Bradshaw scores a perfectly good goal that gets disallowed. And then in injury time, lovely flick on from Morrow. Leonard gets it across the box, and Gregors is there with the old faithful celebration. Nottingham Forest fans love that one, by the way, Gregors. And we get the result we need. Now, I was buzzing after that. I'm sure you all was as well. And it just, again, just sticking up for the manager here. If you're buzzing after that, we've got to draw. We've got to draw in other games this season against Leeds, you know, and against other teams where we was in front and then we've lost. So it's the same result, but it just feels so much better. It was a real lift for the team. I love what Neil Harris said, by the way, in his post-match. He said, we're not going to throw away 3 years of hard work over 5 crazy weeks. I know exactly how you feel, Gaffer, I've got to tell you. But yeah, listen, a great performance, a great result, and I feel now that will be a real turning point for our season. So moving on to tomorrow, we are at home to Aston Villa in the Championship. The fixtures just keep coming thick and fast. It just seems to be absolutely no respite whatsoever. But it is our last game before the international break, and it will be lovely to end it on a win. And tomorrow, you know, I feel it is a real chance for us to do so. Last season up at Villa Park, we was in that stage where we was dominating teams that we had no right to be dominating, playing very well but couldn't stick the ball in the net. And obviously we got a good result. It was a 0-0 draw, really. It was a game we should have won. And then obviously Aston Villa come down to us on the last day of last season. In the game we won 1-0. I think, was it a Lee Gregory penalty? I'm pretty sure it was a penalty. Anyway, whoever scored it escapes me. But we beat them 1-0. It's a little bit of a false indication as to what they're really like, obviously, because they was already in the playoffs, so they was resting players. We couldn't make the playoffs on paper, so it was sort of an end of season carnival sort of feel to the game. But yeah, tomorrow they'll be coming to London and they need a result. They have just sacked this guy, Steve Bruce, looking truly only a face a mother could love. If ever a saying's been more relevant, then there it is. I would absolutely love to stand next to him on a night out. Honestly, I look like Brad Pitt. But anyway, back to Aston Villa. They're struggling this season. They was 2-0 up against Preston in a week. They had a man sent off, rightly or wrongly, and it ends up 3-3. Steve Bruce loses his job because at the end of the day, they're sitting 11th, 12th, and they're a massive club that are looking to get back in the Premiership ambitions, and they're looking to get back there as soon as they possibly can. The one to watch for them will be the highly flammable Jack Grealish. some serious amount of products on that guy's Barnet, but he's also got very good feet, and he will be the one to watch tomorrow at the Den. This is sort of a pre-match prediction, so here we go. I am going to go for a 2-0 Millwall win tomorrow with Ryan Leonard and Lee Gregory to get the goals. That'll be 3 and 3 for Gregors, by the way, if he does get it. I just got a feeling that tomorrow's going to kickstart our season. If it does, it'll be a shame. It'll be an international break, but bang, there I'm going for it. There's your prediction. You want one, you got it. 2-1 to the wall. Come on, you Lions. So that's all the football taken care of. What I'm going to do before we wrap up is give you a quick channel update for those of you who know or care. If you don't, switch off now. If you do, here we go. So basically, last New Year's Eve, I went to my sister's house and I had a curry takeaway. I woke up the next day, had trap wind, thought I had a dodgy ruby. Turns out I perforated my bowel, ended up seriously ill in hospital. I've nearly died, and since then I've had ongoing health issues. That's the reason I wasn't at Nottingham Forest on Wednesday, because by the time I'd got out of the hospital for my pre-op consultation, it was too late to get up to the City Ground, so I just ended up going to work. Let's move on to work. As you can see, and I've already mentioned, I'm in the back of the tour van. I am a tour manager for a celebrity, and I basically have spent a lot of time on the road. Over the last 5 months, it's been very intense. And you may or you may not have noticed, but I've missed a lot of Millwall games. 2 seasons ago, I think I missed 3 games home and away. Last season, I think I missed 4. I've already missed about 5 this year. But what this has done is it's given an opportunity to the great guys around me, the team I've got around me. Big thanks to Connor, Joe, Pete, Kieran, TT, 8 Days, and Matt Modric. Big shout out to you boys. Thanks for all your help. So basically, them boys are doing bits on the channel now, and going forward, you're going to see a lot more of them. I'm hoping not less of me, but with my operation coming up as well, I'm not going to be around too much. So listen, be patient. The channel's always going to be there. The channel's going absolutely nowhere. I've not come this far of it to just come this far. If I can't get to games, I'll try and fill them voids with Lions lounges and just general talking bollocks to the camera like I am doing now. But I think with them boys around me and them doing more VTs, I think it gives a better outlook on a Millwall fan base as a whole, because it's not just about me. It's not just about my opinions on certain players. You're getting a lot of different opinions on different players. And for me, it's working. I love it. So I'll always be there. The channel will always be there. But over the next few months, especially with the operation cut, you may not see me as much. So that's your lot. Speech over. I've got to go back to work. On the back of what I was saying just then, I'm not sure if I'm at the Den tomorrow. But if I'm not, 8 Days will call you in on a full-time reaction. You'll get an instant fan reaction from the O'Maras. And you can always rely on TT for the drive home, can't you? Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.